Reaper is supposed to be a shotgun hero. Close range, get in their face, right? Turns out, dire triggers counts as an ability, not weapon damage, ability damage. And that one fact completely breaks Stadium. So can an old Overwatch unk like me, who doesn't have much playtime with Reaper, make this AP build work in their first Reaper competitive Stadium match? Surprisingly, the build plays really well. Yo, what's up guys, Overwatch Unk here, and welcome back to another Overwatch Stadium builds video. Today I'm going to be using a build that's focused around maximizing dire trigger damage in an ability power Reaper build. This is one of the strongest abilities in Stadium in my opinion, because of the trigger finger power. This power can reset the cooldown of dire triggers every time you reload. But you can only maximize damage on this build if you fundamentally change the way you play Reaper. Now your gameplay is only based on dire triggers, shoot once, if you have Mark of the Kitsune ability, reload, dire triggers, and repeat the process. So if you spec heavily into AP, Reaper's shotguns turn into literal one-shot cannons. You can literally play Sniper Reaper as his shotguns are now effective at over 25 meters range. Blizzard, I don't think shotguns are supposed to work like this. So to break down this build, round 1, you can always go for the trigger finger first. However, I do go for blood letters. You might be thinking, why would you do that if the whole build is based on the trigger finger power? Blood letters deals 30 ability damage additional over 3 seconds to airborne enemies and enemies beyond 8 meters. So if we look at these bots here, these are obviously way beyond 8 meters. If I stand on the 10 meter mark, let me try to not kill them in one shot. As you can see, there's some tick damage going on here, and it deals an additional 30. So the reason I picked this power first is that it helps with cash generation, and I can get better perks and weapon abilities later on. To pair with this, I usually go with Power Playbook, as it does 10% ability power. Compensator, as the first round I'll be playing like a regular Reaper, so I do want a bit of weapon damage. Armored Vest for the 25 armor, but this can always be switched out with Stratosphere Beacon if they have any flyers. So if they have a cat, that's absolutely perfect. If they have Farah, even better. Mercy, Juno, anybody who lives in the air, Stratosphere Beacon is a must-have. Now on round 2, this is when we obviously go for the trigger finger power. And depending on how the round went, we're going to pick up 2 blues. In this instance, it will be custom stock and energized braces. I would prioritize energized braces first if you could only pick between the two, as the 10% ability lifesteal will definitely help with health regen, and custom stock if you have the money. To get extra lifesteal, I will sell the armored vest, go back into items, and pick up the plasma converter. This is for round 2, trying to make the Reaper build slightly more self-sufficient. And from this round onwards, this is the round where we want to start playing Reaper completely differently. Die trigger, reload, die trigger, reload. And we're going to keep this same principle going into round 3. So at round 3, what I do is I would sell the plasma converter if I had it in the first place, as well as the compensator, and pick up Lemurico Fusion Drive, as this gives you 50 armor, 10% ability power for both Death Blossom and Die triggers. But we know that the Die triggers is our bread and butter of this build, so we definitely want to stack ability power AP to maximize the damage of the Die triggers. Lemurico Fusion Drive also states that when you use an ability or a gadget, an ability in this instance is going to be Die triggers, you restore 50 armor or shields over 3 seconds. And obviously Lemurico Fusion comes with 50 armor, so we can always keep that 50 armor topped up. And the build will be exactly the same. It will be die trigger, reload, die trigger, reload. And now that we're stacking our ability power, we'll be doing way more damage at greater distances with our die trigger shots. And this is the fun part. Once we get to round 4, this is when we can play Spooky Ghost Boy to his maximum potential. We need to pick up the power Wraith Renewal. So whilst in Wraith form, restore 7% of your health every second. Double this if you're below 50%. And the playstyle is now going to be TP in, get as close as you can to the backline, the squishies, die trigger, reload, die trigger, reload. And if they start to focus you, then you'll just shift out with your Wraith form, and you'll be regenerating health as that goes along. Stay next to your team as soon as you can, TP back in, and rinse and repeat. That's all we're going to be doing here. This is starting to make Reaper unkillable, and going into round 5, what we want to do is we want to start picking up as many purples as possible, so we can start to sell off our playbook. and pick up maybe Mark of the Kitsune or Cyber Venom. If I had to pick between these two, I know I'll get more value out of Mark of the Kitsune, but I find anti-healing, or at least reduced healing, to be very, very effective. And so depending on the situation, it will influence which of the two that I'll pick. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to lie, I do go for Cyber Venom if I stand really, really far back and shoot the feet. As you can see, there's a reduced healing there for a few seconds, and that target can be focused down by the team, as their sustain is just way, way, way lower if it's a tank, and if it's a squishy, very easy to finish them off. However, if you've decided to not take Cyber Venom and you went with Mark of the Kitsune, what you'd want to be doing is you'd be going for the die trigger shot, and as you can see at the bottom of the screen, the Mark of the Kitsune shows up. That means the next shot that we do will deal extra damage. Okay, so die triggers, left click once, reload, die triggers, left click once, reload. So the main combo has shifted slightly to die triggers, one shot, reload. And so finally, if you do reach a round 6 or a round 7, the first thing you want to pick up is the power Spirited to Slay. Eliminations reduce the cooldown of Wraith Form by 50% and Shadow Step by 100%, which is absolutely fantastic. This can increase our get out of jail free possibilities, allowing Reaper to be much more of a pain in the backline. And you'll be picking up as many purples as you can. You'll be swapping out the blues in round 7 to the purple versions, and this build is now disgusting. As you can see, the ability damage here is off the charts. As we saw earlier on in the video, this turns Reaper into Sniper Reaper, 20 meters, and you're destroying things from this distance. This is not how you're supposed to play Reaper.
Round 1. Fight!
Round 1 of my first competitive game on this build. The enemy team is running Ashe and Freya as DPS with a Mercy damage boost. This is going to be a very difficult game for me if I cannot close the gap. In fact, this will be a difficult game for my whole team, as Ryan and Mei are also close range characters. Round 1 starts with both teams fighting for the high ground.
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
We should be winning comfortably, as 2 of their teammates are on the objective.
We will stop the enemy! No!
After some shenanigans, the enemy team retreats. Not sure what that was about, but yeah, at some point we have to play for the objective, right? Our team goes to pressure the payload, but they have advanced almost to the first checkpoint. Reinhardt goes in and I try to follow. Down goes Brigitte, but I struggle to close the gap effectively on this Freya and die as a result. Wow, I got destroyed there. Okay, I'm back after death now and I'm trying to save my Reinhardt. Ryan dies unfortunately, so I try to back off and stay alive. Wow, a free Freya? I'll take that, thank you very much. Up and down. I don't think there was a bounty on that one, but I try to go back in, but our Mei is trolling us. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Reinhardt comes charging in, so I try to dive their backline. Somehow I luckily dodged the Queen ult. Together, Lucio and I get the Ashe. Reinhardt hits a nice shatter, and we try to clean up. But at the same time, their Queen kills our Mercy and main. But once again, Lucio and I take her down. Okay, let's see. We're back on the high ground.
Beware the shadows.
Can't see too much here. We've taken the lead.
It looks like they pulled ahead.
Heroes never die.
Progress is ours!
So right now I'm trying to make a play, but then I back away. There's no need to die in a 1v5. I flank again as Mei ults. Okay, going for a nice little cheeky flank here. I can't kill their Queen through the Mercy heals. But ultimately, we do win this round.
The score is
That's difficult.
Round 2. Fight!
I'll go with energized braces. I can get custom stock. That's really, really good. I think that's all I can do this round. I'll try and pick up Nano Cola the following round.
20 seconds.
Forgot we had a Lucio. Okay. So now it's going to be die trigger, reload, die trigger, reload, die trigger, reload. At the beginning of this round, I genuinely surprised myself with just how much damage the AP build starts doing in round 2. I almost delete this brig in one shot. I spent the majority of this point awestruck by the damage of dire triggers.
The objective is now active.
Okay, making sure that I'm safe. See what I can do here. Dire triggers. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so good. I get 2 kills with blood letters, tick damage over time. Okay, dire triggers reload, dire triggers reload. This is such a good ability. I even got that kill. What is going on here? Let's see what I can do. I go for an aggressive flank and damage their mercy before backing away. Okay, trying to make sure that I survive here. Their tank has good survivability due to the mercy sustain. Okay, hit the die triggers, hit the die triggers. Blocked me off there. Happens. Okay. Die triggers reload, die triggers reload, die triggers reload. Die triggers reload. Actually, no, let's see what I do. I realize I should be targeting their mercy more often. I have to get the mercy, So right here I TP without checking the cooldown for my Wraith form and die as a result. No, I didn't. What? I thought I have arrived. Next team fight and multiple ults are used.
Oh, let's break it.
That's good for me. I tried to ult as well with my AP build, as my ultimate death person does count as an ability, but Brigitte and the team was ready for me. No! I need to close the gap quicker and stick around like a bad smell. Nice, we got one. We claim many bounties and switch the point at overtime. 1 HP, 1 HP. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, hit those die triggers. Let's go. Big bounty. Only 8% to hold for the win. Overtime. Oh, look at that Mei. I love Mei for this overtime. Mei is literally the best character for overtime. We just about clutch it out. That's so good. This die triggers build is actually nuts. I'm pretty close to ally MVP, but this Ryan is playing very well.
Round 3. Fight!
Okay, so I'm going to try and sell some greens now. I'm going to try and sell compensator here. And I think I'm going to go with, actually, instead of Nano Cola, I'm going to go with Lumerica Fusion Drive. Round 3, I think I'm doing quite good for my first competitive game with this build. I do have a good amount of cash, allowing me to buy better abilities sooner. I need to focus on closing that gap to their backline.
Objective goes live in 10.
Oh my god, this build is crazy. First team fight and my team is going crazy. Ryan and Mei get a kill each. I try to participate some damage in the next elim, then fall back to cap the point. Okay, I'll collect the objective for my team. They can push forward. My team's going crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's me, just my team's going crazy. I capture the point alone and my team is somehow winning a 4 versus 5. I can probably just emote on the point here. I have no idea what's going on, but keep our Reinhardt. Please keep our Reinhardt healthy. Let's go.
The objective. They're advancing.
See if I can get a nice TP in. So I TP in to close the gap and get some good damage. Mei falls, and whilst Mercy tries to resurrect, our Ryan drops as well. Okay, left click, die trigger, die trigger, die trigger. Get a die trigger, keep going. Keep our Reinhardt up. And we have to keep our Reinhardt healthy. However, Mei comes back in with the ult and we somehow stay on top. Okay, is there anybody on our point? Who are they fighting? Gone. Okay, so we really should be focused on capturing the objective. No reses. Where is she? No reses. Our Ryan ults in their spawn. We are down 2 and it's not looking good. Let's see what I can do. I don't think I'm gonna get any kills here. Yeah, we get too greedy here. We really should just regroup and play as a team. No, I don't have any abilities. Sucks. Okay, we lost that one. Do I get the good spawn? Do I get the good spawn? Oh, I get the... Oh! Okay, let's go. Okay, we lost the point. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Yeah, we get too greedy here. We really should just regroup and play as a team.
Time for the reckoning!
Is this the world's most telegraphed ultimate? I need to ult when my team is at least distracting them or Ryan lands a good shatter. From this point on, we are just staggering and we cannot regroup for one with push. The enemy take the round and have stacked up quite a few bounties. 5 and 4. I'm not doing too hot right now.
Looks like the win was out of reach this round. The score.
Round 4. Fight!
But since I'm really low on money, I think Nano Cola is the only thing I can do. Okay, I need to lock in.
Dark step.
Okay. Ah, shit. See what I can do. First team fight and we lose our Ryan fast. That's usually my cue to back out.
The opposing team reached the first.
May just about makes it out too. So now Ryan comes flying back in and it's back to a 5 vs 5. She's 1 HP. Freya is literally 1 HP here, but we can't secure the kill. 1 HP? Anything get that? Very scrappy team fight after the Ryan ult, but we do get the Brigitte.
The bounty's been claimed.
Heroes never die.
Okay, I seriously need to work on my ultimates here. Maybe don't ult. Okay, now we're back and Ryan ults and kills their queen. Ryan gets their Ashe too and I'm focusing their Freya.
Our team has to rally together to catch up.
Freeze! Don't move! The payload isn't moving! Checking in.
Mercy does help me get the kill.
60 seconds remaining.
Feeling more powerful?
I think Mercy pocketed me, which was really good there. I'm going to try and push my advantage. Our team is split and I try to help my team engage. I think May might be getting ready to ult. Very quickly we are down 2. I just need to keep an eye on their Mercy. Mercy resurrects our Lucio. Their queen ults, but somehow Ryan gets 2 and swings the team fight.
30 seconds remaining.
Right here, I tried to deny the queen from getting the health pack, but I am just a bit too slow. I'm going to wraith the dynamite damage, and things seem very scrappy again. This was pretty cool from me. I used the natural cover to prevent the queen ability sucking me in, and now this is my chance to chase her down and kill her. Finally, a good ult from me.
The score is 3.
It's kind of looking. How's this Reinhardt on 20,000? 20k cash is crazy.
Round 5. Fight!
Round 5 now, and I'm not playing quite as well as I was earlier. I have a decent amount of cash, but nothing major. I need to focus on doing more damage. Their team is doing a large amount of damage from a distance. I take way too long trying to close the gap on a flank. Our team starts to drop one by one.
Okay, I think I spent too long here.
Enemy is in possession of the robot.
I get my one and I get out.
Pushing their barricade.
Reinhardt is doing things to the enemy team I shouldn't describe.
This Reinhardt is literally disrespecting them so bad.
We take Brig down and try to flip things in our favor. I dodge the Freya ultimate, but Lucio dies. Their queen is feeding, so we take her down. The robot has not moved very far.
Let's go. Yeah, the tank's going crazy, I don't care.
Now we just need to press our advantage as they are down a tank. I TP aggressively, but their team is waiting for me. Ashe is 1 HP, but survives again. Our Ryan is almost 1v5ing the enemy team at this point.
I think my anti-healing is doing really good for them, against them, sorry. Actually, not for them. Okay, Reinhardt is, I don't know what this Reinhardt's made from.
I decide not to ult here so I don't get stunned out. A few ults are exchanged and we have more progress on the objective than they do.
I need to remember that I'm AP.
Time for the reckoning!
So right here, I'm trying to use my bad triggers, but I forgot to reload, so they're still offline. And what I'm doing now is I'm using tracker.
I see Freya alone and I try to ult her. Unfortunately, I can't secure the kill. The enemy team tries to finish me off for being low health, but luckily I use natural cover to my advantage.
Beware the
This time, Freya tries to solo ult me, but I dodge that cleanly.
But I dodged that.
victim appears.
I am trying to find some damage on their backline, but I end up playing Ring Around the Rosies with their queen. Reinhardt is going crazy once again,
Crushing blow by Reinhardt.
but we do need to get them off the objective.
I'm patched up.
Deine Pflicht ist nicht getan.
Overtime.
I want to blame the Mei Wall for my death here, but it's just bad cooldown management.
Did I have a bounty? I think we can win this if Reinhardt just pops up a bit more.
By the time I get back in the fight, Ryan has carried us to the win. So for my very first comp game, that was pretty good. This Reinhardt build looks absolutely crazy. I do want to try this. Like the video if it's helped you. Sub for more stadium builds.